I think, we haven't talked about a nice solid controller in a while, Mike.
Literally solid, dude. Yeah,
Literally.
I'm really excited you found this, and I have an 8BitDo. I always say 8BitDo, but I know it's do, right?
I'm
It's gotta be
assuming it's
do.
due. I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you,
8BitDo. Yeah. Anyways, so these consoles, for anybody that isn't aware, the reason why it's 8-bit is because some of the consoles are very retro inspired, is what I should say. They have plenty of controllers that are very similar to more modern titles. But this is pretty cool. They decided to make one of their games or one of their gamepads out of metal, and that's pretty badass, I think. I mean, I got this. That's what this is. The Thrustmaster. Ooh, it's kind of dusty. It's been a while since I've been in here. Yeah,
That's nice.
I like mix and match kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
that's made of metal as well. Mostly like plastic parts, but a lot of metal in it. I like the heaviness, which is funny because did you remember taking out like rumble packs and stuff like that to make your controller lighter?
I do remember that, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, that's all about the light controllers.
Yeah, now people are making this out of like metal now. It's
oh man, a long session on this? I don't know. It's gonna
Dude,
feel a
this is
certain way.
sick. So for anybody that doesn't know what this looks like, it's the old school. It looks like the old school classic, like Super Nintendo
Yeah,
controller
with joysticks.
Yeah, with joysticks. It's very cool. But let me go ahead and read the article. This is by Andrew Liszewski, I believe.
Liszewski.
So Andrew over at The Verge wrote this article. It says nearly everything on 8BitDo's hefty $100 gamepad is made of metal. At 381 grams, you probably won't know. You probably won't want to throw this limited edition controller. Ooh, limited edition. Now I got to buy it.
Oh, dude.
8-bit. I'm just gonna call it 8-bits.
Yeah,
It's shorter.
shorter.
It's sweeter. Yeah. So 8-bits, shiny silver and gold finished 11th edition or anniversary. Sorry. SN30 Pro gamepad features housing and controls made of so much metal that they weigh in at 381 grams, almost an entire pound. As spotted by Polygon, the company went nearly all in on the metal facelift from its SN30 Pro gamepad with a D-pad, action buttons, shoulder triggers, and even joysticks all made of metal zinc alloy material.
Dude,
Okay.
sounds nice though, zinc alloy.
It does. To be quite honest, I wanted that stainless steel, brother.
Ooh,
Wanted that stainless steel. That would have been sick. Yeah. Or titanium. Titanium controllers.
Dude,
it'd be
like heavy though. That'd be like
no, it'd be really light.
Is
actually.
it light? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, titanium's like very light, but it's it's rare, which is why it's so expensive. It's hard to handle, and it is very strong but light.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of tungsten. I think tungsten
is very dense. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Titanium is a very strong metal compound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's in iPhones. I think it's
It is. Yeah, tons of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think iPhones notoriously, I don't know if they do now, but like the rim that was around the iPhone was titanium. A lot of people wear like titanium rings. Like wedding bands.
Dude, they look nice too. So
they're smooth. Yeah, they're very tough, man. No joke. I knew a professional BMX rider that had his entire bike made of titanium.
Yeah, that goes hard. That sounds like it goes hard.
It was a very light bike too. Very strong. So yeah, anyhow, let's get into it. So the controller won't just feel satisfyingly hefty in hand for its size. The beefy Xbox Duke controller weighed 425 grams, while the original SNES gamepad was just 79 grams. So do you know so is it the original Xbox controller, Duke? I have it right over there if you want to see what that crap looks like.
Dude, I always love looking at the Dukes, dude. It's like they're just like so unnecessarily beefy.
So bad.
It's just like you look at it, you're like
despised controller.
It's like you're sitting here, you're thinking like I know Xbox is a brand new console, like an Xbox is a brand new concept, but it's like that out of all controller designs and all iterations you probably did, like that's what you came up with to ship.
To be honest, the reason why it was so innovative, other than the joysticks are god awful, but the position of the joysticks are fine. Just like the way they were literally shaped was really terrible. Everything about that controller is relatively okay and like ergonomic. That's what they were trying to go for. Remember, this is the age where they were like over designing keyboards, like with the wave patterns, and
Oh
then
yeah,
the
with, like
mouse was like super
yeah,
super ergonomic,
yeah,
and
it's
they
like this little
came with
ball, and you didn't even like move your
yeah.
hand. Yeah,
Yeah, like for whatever reason back then, in like the early 2000s, they got really obsessed with just making everything
trying
very
to trying to
like
just overdo it,
form fitting.
ergonomic,
It's
and like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, very
Yeah.
silly. But
Do you
anyhow, this
do you have what do you want? Do you have an early memory of your first time using a Duke controller? First picked it up, and you're like, "What is this?"
playing Halo CE at my buddy's house, and he gave me that controller. Keep in mind at that time we were probably 11 years old. So we're
Oh
like
man,
tiny kids. He
yeah,
gave me that controller so he could use the S type, which is the one that
yeah,
everybody
which
else
is
knows.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he smoked me and like Halo C, and I was like, dude, I can't like use this
And then you
controller.
realize it's the controller.
Yeah, it's because you had to be a full grown man, like with big hands to use it.
Console meant for adults,
And that's
apparently.
what happens. Just like engineers over designing things, not thinking about who the product's actually for.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
who's more likely to play games, a very business grown adult or a kid with nothing
Yeah.
to do after 2:30 every day. You know what I mean?
It's true, dude. It's true.
Yeah. But let me get into this last bit of the article. It's literally the last paragraph. But for $100, the limited edition gamepad is lacking some modern features. There's no mention of including Hall effect joysticks like the $40 plastic version of the SN30 Pro. There's no wireless connectivity, and compatibility is limited to only the Nintendo Switch and Windows PCs. The colors should pair well with the new Hyrule Edition Switch Lite, which I mean is going to be a collector's edition for anybody that likes to do that. But you can get so much more for less. Well, I mean, this is a luxury item, I think,
Yeah.
Mr. Andrew over here at The Verge. I think anybody that's out here buying this controller, I think they're doing it because it's metal, not
Yeah, dude.
because it's wireless, not because it has Hall effect. Like you're doing that because it looks really cool
Yeah, dude.
and you might want to put it in like a case or you just want to say that you have it. It's one of those kind of
Yeah.
items.
It's a statement piece, but also if you're just
Yes.
trying to, if you got $100 to piss away, dude, and you want to get a new controller, like, there you go, dude. This is the controller for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people will be concerned if there's like Hall effect joysticks in it. Albeit, if there
No.
were, that'd be clean, because then it's like
It would,
no
yeah.
stick drift on a metal controller. But you know, it's definitely not a high priority, I would imagine, on a controller like
No.
this.
No, not a shot. I do think it's pretty cool though. I like the idea of, I mean, having a few of those. Like, I think they intentionally made it wired because
Probably,
it looks so similar to the original one for Super Nintendo
yeah,
that it's like the novelty of having it, but at the
yeah,
same time, it's novelty with the twist.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you know how some people build old cars and they refurbish them and then they add a couple twists, like tinting the old windows
yeah,
on a hot rod that's from like the 60s
yeah,
and then putting in an upgraded engine. But it
yeah.
still kind of looks like
Yeah, it's
the
like,
same thing. That's what it is.
it's kind of, it's just, you add your own style to it, right? Your own signature. It's like,
Yeah.
I did all this work. Let me do something, just make it my own kind of thing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. But yeah, I would like to
I
think,
view this.
yeah, I mean, I would like to think this controller could have a wireless version. Like, part of me is like, oh, they wouldn't be able to because it's metal, but like, no, they'd probably be able to if they really wanted to. But, I could appreciate the cord, I guess.
You 100% can. Yeah, wireless signals can travel through metal, despite what
Yeah.
some people believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very fascinating stuff. But yeah, dude, I could just stare at this thing though for,
That's,
a long time and just bask in the glory.
dude, it's essentially a collector's item, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't do metal controllers, man. Who knows? This is never going to be the norm. I'm telling you right now, everyone, like, we're never going to see, like,
No.
a console just try and include metal in the controllers because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, I think everyone kind of prefers light over, maybe even over looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's light, like, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think buying this as a because it's a metal controller, you don't have any intentions on it being cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So
Not at all.